seemed like a very spirited training today. How are the guys feeling?
That was good. The attitude was good. And we played on Sunday. Guys had Monday off. Yesterday we sort of had guys in split groups. Today we all trained together. I thought the enthusiasm was good. I thought they were after it. They were pretty sharp in the 11v11, and goals in tight was good as well.
You said the guys are getting healthy. How close are Leo, Zach, and Gonzo?
Every day we know a little bit more. So today, they got through practice okay yesterday. So today they went through full practice again. Then we did some specific testing with Leo and Zach afterwards. So now we see how they feel tomorrow, and that'll make our final determination. But I think they're all right there. Either ready to start or definitely be in the 18.
What do you guys miss whenever you're missing Zach specifically? What does he bring that you miss when he's on the lineup?
Well, Zach's just, he's a character guy. He's an attitude guy, and he brings that attitude and that character onto the field. And he's somebody that's, what you like about Zach when he's on the field is he's engaged. He's in the game. He's in the moment. He doesn't drift away. And, there's a lot of guys who are in and out of the game, mentally. He's a guy who's engaged in the game. He's in the moment of the game. He's focused, and, he brings all those qualities with him.
Do you think guys
and he's good in the air.
Do you think guys feed off that? Is that something that maybe you miss, when that energy and kind of that focus when he's not there?
Well, no, that's what he provides. Annie Baba's another one, who talks a lot, brings a lot of enthusiasm onto the field. So different guys bring different qualities. But, he's been, he's been with the Sounders a long time. We found that out the other day. And, he's a guy who always comes with that spirit.
First round playoff schedule came out. You guys on Monday, which I assume is Seahawks related. Any sort of implications to the push to Monday?
Just to make sure that the field doesn't have football lines on it. So we wanted to be in a situation that we could play on a clean field. And if we played earlier, if we played in advance of their game, that might not have been possible. So this way, they can get the lines off after the Seahawks game, and we'll be able to play on a clean field.
What are you expecting from Vancouver on Friday?
A team, the last two games they've played with a big amount of energy. They've brought a big amount of energy to the game. Mauro Rosales is pretty much rejuvenated having gone there from Chivas. He's playing with a really good pop in his step, and he's playing really well. Morales is obviously a difficult player. They play a 4-2-3-1, so they got guys who can set it up. They got speed, with Fernandez being out in yellow cards, they're either going to come with Mosquito or they'll come with Mane's speed. And, Mane had a good game against us last year, so we've got to make sure we contain him.
Does missing Fernandez and Darren Maddox change their playing style at all?
Maybe Fernandez a little bit, because he started the last couple of games for them, and so I gave him a different balance out wide. But now it brings Manny into the lineup, and Maddox was coming on as a sub, so at least we don't have to worry about him coming on as a sub. But Hurtado's been the starter. So
when you get into these last few games and you're in a chase for a supporter shield, how much does the intensity change in those games, if at all?
For us to. I think we're a team that's pretty good about coming out motivated for most games. I know we've had a couple of games that we've lost, by significant scores. I think we come out motivated to play most times, and especially at home. It's going to be a big crowd. It's got Cascadia Cup implications. It allows us to stay in first place, so it's different than last weekend. We can put pressure on the Galaxy for them to get a result on Sunday, in their game with Dallas. And for all those reasons, I expect us to be motivated. But more so than anything, it's just the team sees there's 3 regular season games left, and they can smell the goal that I think probably halfway through the season we sort of set for ourselves that this is achievable. And when you get this close, you want to make sure you don't let down.
How much weight do you put on the Supporters Shield? Is that something you put a lot of stock in, or is that more of a secondary goal in the grand scheme of what you're trying to do?
It's probably more a secondary goal in the grand scheme, to a certain extent, because but it does say who was the best team throughout the season, and it's equivalent to winning the EPL or winning the Bundesliga or something like that. If you can finish the season with the best record, if you were in a European league, that means you're the champion, because the MLS Cup, no matter how we want to cut it or slice it, is still a situation of who plays well. at the end. There's been a lot of times where unseeded teams have gone to the finals. There's been a lot of times where fourth or fifth or sixth place teams have won the championship because they hit a good streak at the end of the year. So it's still a cup competition, and that's why it's called a cup. But the Supporters' Shield is reflective of a body of work over 34 games. So for me, yeah, it does have some meaning, and we've been close. We've been around it. When you look back, I think we've been in second before and third, and so it'd be nice to finally finish on top.